has cleared the tower. Every 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Alright, you know, it might help if I unmute myself. Hello, 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 everybody. Ooh, let's turn the volume down just a little bit on that. How is everybody? I hope everyone is having a good day. Or at least a mildly good day. You know, hope it's not shit or anything. I always hate that. Hey, Parmless. No, I do not need... Yeah, I do agree. I need more sounds. No, I don't want you to get some that jump scare me. So I don't play horror games, which I guess I might in the future, maybe. We'll talk about that. Hey, 1063. Welcome, welcome. Are you... Oh, tired man. It looks on my screen, because my eyes are shit, that looks like Mega Man, like, chugging... Oh, wait, yeah, it is Mega Man. He's chugging an energy thing. That's awesome. I kind of want that. Huh. Well, I figure, what RPG Maker horror games? There are some that I have technically played a little bit of, and I have thought about playing some more. It's just, I'm a little bit of a bitch, but I know for a fact Parmless wants, like, the really scary ones. You know, where you're, like, being chased by some weird fucking monster or something. VR horror. No, I'm not doing VR horror. No. No. I don't even have a VR headset. No. I looked away to see a message because the girlfriend had sent me a message. And you know, the girlfriend's messages are super important. And you go and throw shit at me. What's with that? That's what I get for having you as a friend. Don't need a VR headset to play horror games. No, he wants me to get a VR headset to play other games with him, but also, yeah, it better be important. Look, it's, oh, hey Matt, look, everything my girlfriend sends me is important. I try to get to it as best as possible. And as far as me playing horror games, I am a little bit of a bitch. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, the best thing about Five Nights at Freddy's, the early games, was the fact that the escape key fully, closes out the game, because that way I could, scream, hit the button, and be out of the game. There we go. Message sent. Alright, so, welcome everyone, including you, first time chatter, Castlevania, which now just makes me want to play a Castlevania. Thanks for that. And what game are we playing today? We are playing Valkyrie Star Ultima. I honestly do not remember when this game got added to the list. I think it actually got added back when I was doing more of a roulette wheel, where it honestly was just like a spin of the wheel to see what game I would play for that stream, and I wasn't doing like full-on playthroughs of like through the whole game. I think that's when this game got added, but I don't remember. So I'm just gonna stop this, launch this, swap over, and oh, that audio is like way down. Okay, hold on. Where's... It's interesting. Finally, a game that doesn't blow my fucking ears out the second I launch it open. So that's great. But my question is, because again, I don't remember when or how this game got added to the roulette wheel, and apparently there's other Valkyrie Star games. I've just never played any of them. But how is it, yet again, another magical girl game has been added to my list? I just want to say that. Hey BG, on mobile now. Had to lay down a while. Oh man, I hope you're feeling good. What, don't want theme music at full blast? No. I don't want any theme sticks or anything like that at full blast the second I open up a game. I've had that happen too many games to where it's like I popped it open and all of a sudden my ears are bleeding because my headset's at a reasonable volume, but somehow the game is at maximum plus 10%. I'm going to tell you now, the new first-person shooter game, Delta Force, is terrible. You can't go to a corner without getting shot. Oh. God, Delta Force. I haven't played a Delta Force game since I was like a teen. But I did find, like, apparently there's been a resurgence of, like, toy soldiers, army men, toy soldiers, where it's like the green little soldiers going around playing war games. I don't know why, but I've been seeing stuff about that again, and I'm like, I had all these games as a kid. I fucking love those. I feel fine, just had to get out of the chair. You know what, that's valid, because I work from my desk all day, and so I regularly like get up, do stretches, grab my weights, and so on. So that way I can kind of just like keep active and not lose my mind. But also, it's good for the whole, staying healthy. So this game was by Spirit Corgi, and yeah, I have no idea how this game got onto the list, but that cat looks very sus. Like it knows something. Hello, lady. You know, I'm not really into blondes, but, yeah. Nerdy girl, like nerdy girls. I don't trust her. That's me. Yeah, just stretching out on the couch while on stream. I mean, valid. Oh, hey, who was that? What was that last one? I only caught a glimpse of it because I was looking over at chat. Okay, so we got some sort of floating islands. It's very dark, though. Oh. You can see the edge clips and everything's smushed. Why is it smushed? Why is the top of her head cut off on her sprite? Well, I think we found something janky. I guess we'll find out. Well, this won't do. I can hardly set a future in place surrounded by such squalor. World born of ambition, shattered by its own arrogance, so much potential squandered by two fools who... Oh? Should have known I was alone. No good trauma can go unnoticed. Is there such thing as good trauma? Whoa. A haunting relic of the past. Or have you come to impart some wisdom in this necropolis of a world? I don't like how it just popped up and then... Okay. Good fortunes, Norn Queen. I am... Malvexor. It's that exhumes. You tread among memorial to folly, of which the bones are strong. So she's a queen. Well, she can queen over me any day. You still hear the discordant echoes creaking in the bones of this world. Its echoes ring louder. I misread that. Its echoes ring louder than what is left. But the power of this world is not whole. Some of it has slipped away to another world. Oh, that reminds me of powers from another world. I don't have anything if that's powers from another world, but more of a general reminder that you guys should always remember to take your medicines. I took my Adderall earlier, but I have gummies. Not the good, I mean, well, they're kind of good gummies, but not the fun gummies. These gummies are more of like, oh hey, these are vitamin gummies, you should definitely take these. So that way you'll continue to feel good. Not fun gummies. Kinda wish I had fun gummies. But at the same time, I don't really want to deal with fun gummies at the moment with how everything's going. Never had fun gummies before. Crunchy. The Shattered Calamity has much to offer. So much it cannot always be contained within just this coalescing travesty. He's a flowery speaker. Oh god, that's somehow... dying! That was a weird sensation. I think something tried to go down the wrong pipe, but then didn't. Ugh. It begs me to wonder just where this power has slipped, and what machinations are necessary for a rightful claim. I may have to hold court. Oh, and there's a bot that needs to go away. Goodbye, bot. Thou art banished. Could you take me to them? It's a cat. Okay, what is this scaling of these PNGs? Because, like, the characters are smushed. And, like, stretched. The rest of this looks fine, and then when there's, like, an effect on the window or the screen, it's like you could see the edges earlier. I think the cat's trying to talk to me. See, she seems kind of normal. That is correct. He just meowed. I feel like he wants to tell me something. He's always following Miss Docky around. Dude, just because she feeds him. Don't use dude to refer to me. We covered this at Girl Straight Alliance. I made a PowerPoint. PowerPoint? I must tell the Valkyries of this artifact. I remember where they are. The fuck? Welcome, my Dragono friend. I need you to help me locate the powerful people in the city. Greetings, Star Friend. There is not much magic here, but I can feel some of it in the city. If you show me the magic parts, I can show you the mundane parts. Oh, good. I will do that. Great. I will now confirm that I have heard these instructions and understand how not to get lost in the city. Speak to the Mandragora?
Ugh.
She's judging. The cat on the break room table is a health code violation. Look, it's a cat! Leave it alone. Valkyries, I bring news. The gays and straights have formed an alliance. They seek to battle evil with PowerPoint. Let me tell you, Stardust. Given the pre-hesitations they gave last week, we are set for dark and evil times ahead. Oh no, we must be trained. I have brought an ally. Huh? Is that why you walked in with a radish? That isn't from my produce drawer, is it? You can't keep making my vegetables sentient. I live on a teacher's salary. You know what? Huh? That honestly sounds terrifying. The idea of going and trying to eat your vegetables and they just start talking to you. Like, how do you process that? It's just staring at you, judging you, telling you not to cut into it. And you're like, man, I'm just trying to make a soup. Here, let me make sure we don't make a big mistake this little guy will regret. There you go. Not food. It just scribbled not food on its face. Fenora is evaluated, sir, not food. I will make my name proud. Do you need me to tell you of the time Inferno battled an evil child's toy?
Huh?
It may not be the worst thing.
Yeah, sure.
Bringer of the Burning Crusade, the Blazing Iconoclast, the Deputy, the Flame Bailey Campbell. Yep. Like I said, it's another magical girl game. I don't know how another one of these got onto the list. But it's been there for a while. So you know what? God, this is like a jarring jump between different styles. There were many foes and they all spread out. Inferno needed to move in order to get far enough away. Must use blast. I like her better when she's not dead. Me too. But I've not seen dead Inferno. Perhaps dead Inferno will give belly rubs. Yeah, and you're not going to. So I started using blast, but it can only hit people in front of me. So I needed to keep moved to the next flank. It was closest rank when I started, so I needed to move back a little too. Okay, so... oh, I have to press space? Okay. So move, back one. Inferno Blast. Input combo sequence? Ah. Taking shots at them was doing the job, so I decided to stick with that instead of burning them up. It's been a great sacrifice for you. Don't worry, your family didn't own the building. And it was in this town? So, I'm trying to, like, figure out the controls for combat, but it's already kind of reminding me a bit of Leyline Chronicles and Legend of Legaia with, you know, using the arrow keys to select which one is actually you're going to be doing. So I'm guessing there's going to be other abilities that I can chain together.
Huh?
What I've been seeing lately has been pretty small fry. Probably shouldn't complain. These kids don't need help causing trouble. You need to move for your furry magical butt, buddy. I've got a kettle coming in. The kettle would seem as though your priorities are in different places. But that cannot be due to your experience. I barely brushed off any spirits in the past few months, maybe a year. What was it?
I guess.
The enigma of eternal eclipse, caller of the cosmic calamity, and the leader, the will Denise. God, I'm losing my ability to speak already. And at the same time, I like these transition scenes for the characters. Music's not bad, but why are we doing another? Why? Okay, so I didn't imagine it the first time. There was just like a record scratch noise for some reason. Crystal uses water to move enemies around the battlefield. Like how we moved from outside to here? Exactly. Not really, I do share the same abilities as Bailey, in other words, with my shield and sword. This sylph I was fighting learned that. Also, I could slide enemies up for others to take shots at, or I could push them back. If there were two other enemies, I could even slam them into each other. Ah, so here we go. So... Oh, wait, Shift? X? In the same row, I could jump up to the same row and unleash blast to finish the fight. Oh, I don't like this. Oh. I gotta be back one. That's what it is. Janky. I was right. Mop the floor with those little sylphs. Save the custodians a few hours of work, speaking of which. Everyone get your syllabus in and make sure it's formatted right. Don't want to have my inbox filled with alerts from administration. Yes, they're not useful in dealing with magical entities. Also, what is a syllabus? Denise, this week is going to be packed. Why did she turn red? Yes, because of evil energy. Really, it's not hard to lie. Come here. Ghosts and demons aren't the only thing scary around Halloween. God. That's such a weird shift. Oh, it's this. This is adding like a strange glow over certain of the characters. It's imperative the demons are destroyed and the ghosts are given peaceful resolution to safeguard them to... What about a scatterbrained as the kids around here? Stay focused or you'll make me be every horror imaginable. Oh no, must be speaking the wrong human earth language again. Hola, yo soy el gato. El mundo está... I think that would bother me if all of a sudden my cat just started speaking to me not in English. Well, it would bother me if my cat started speaking to me in English. But if my cat suddenly started speaking to me in a language that I am not familiar with, but I know is an actual language. Like, where the fuck did you learn Spanish? They're talking about any magical happenings. I can tell you about something magical while they go on. Would it be belly rubs? Of course.
That would be nice.
Keeper of reason and tempest of emotion. The hope to stay in the encroaching darkness. The soul, the preserver. Cat's already speaking in a natural language. Cats are fine. I have a cat. She's a little over a year old. She's kind of big already, and she's a garbage cat. So, you know, I still don't get why there's the record scratch. You can tell they are not cats because of the glowing eyes. That is important to know. It's important to know how I love feint in battle. Being dramatic helps me garner all of the power I need to unleash devastating attacks. Being dramatic, it's a great power. It runs its course, but Saki is gifted the longer a fight goes, especially when we give her time to build up or I use combustion to get her energized. I can always heal when around, but when we aren't, you can always shield block to gain some health back. So, let's see. So there's... Let's try this one. Do not attacking. I'm relieved. Stories of battles make me wish it had never been given sentience. It's all who live in such times, but Illumination is gifted with the power of starlight. The more her astral power increases, the harder I hit, and I can throw some bolts of lightning their way too. So I'll just slash at them, like when I played part of your blinds. Stop ruining my blinds! I'm going to faint a few times to build up my astral power, then I can let my power shine. So it's just like spam D. Janky. Cinnamon and infused coffee. Ugh. Talk about mundane life things again, Stardust. Nothing to concern yourself with. Not threats like those armadillos. Like when the Golden State Warriors ruined basketball.
Oh.
No, that happened. They let a snake play basketball. Like Airbud. We will defeat them. Exactly. No. No, not exactly. Y'all are going to confuse this cat. I am confused. That is good to know. Explains why I do not know things. The only warriors I'm concerning myself with died thousands of years ago. Now their weaponry is in my museum. You should beware of evil spirits hiding within artifacts. I am. Trust me. I do.
Yeah, sounds good.
An evanescent memory casts against eternity conviction of astral antiphony. Oh shit, I can't read fast enough for this shit. I'm dyslexic. Oh god. Scratching post. I'm not there. I am betrayed! No one betrayed you. An artifact came to life in the museum, and I took care of it. Started by giving it some good shots, but I needed to line up my shot. Okay. Shield block, blast, slash. I don't like these input commands. I don't like them at all. Because, like, page up, page down, A, S, D, W, and then there was other ones that were Shift and X. Okay, I can at least use the mouse again to just select things, but still. An object. Objectify it. I'm the one telling this story, and time has a way of wearing down everything. Just need to add a little gravity to the situation. Not food. Gravity is an attack and a way of expressing the situation. I will make note of that. Stellar. I am teaching. It's just like telling the story right now. The thing was big, so I needed to be bigger. So I started my finishing move. Silver Strike, Sanctuary, then Shoot. That's how I get to my finishing move, Salvation. Okay, so it is similar to Leyline Chronicles, where you combo moves together in order to unlock a chain attack. Did you clear it with your insane adjuster before unleashing that much power? Surprised how much you can ride off to a magical attack. Bright enough to cover Easter with the family, or surprised enough for Christmas? Finish the story before we're all compliant. Complicate? That should be compliant to insurance fraud. So... did it say... I can't go back. Well, I guess we'll just shoot. Initial coffin. This one, however, can use some assistance. Use a collective unconscious. We can help get the whole choir some health and stick bonuses, which will be very useful if Bailey uses combustion. Okay, so maybe with everyone here. Okay, slash bolt blade, jagged bolt shoot, static blast shield. Okay. I feel like this combat is very janky. Just so you know. Especially considering... oh, they can only move one at a time, okay. That originally this was... these two were originally only them. That was only her. To increase your astral power by 20, reduces ice damage taken. Yeah, no. This is definitely something. Silver Strike, Sanctuary, Slash. Oh, doesn't have enough, also... Faint to Tidal Break. Faint to Tidal Break. Okay, that did not work like I'd hoped. Wanted something that restored MP. Bigger. Alright. Shit, I don't remember what it was. Golly. I am honestly not feeling this because never mind the fact that how to put it. This UI is kind of bad because if they're moving around, they've also got these dots over their head, which kind of clutters in the controls. But then they've also got strange controls for these, to where it's kind of hard to, you know, do anything. Oh, cool. If I press escape, it's the same as pressing X. And once I make a selection, I can't make a new selection. So, you're really just stuck in it. / bolt blade. They only move up one at a time. Only one in any direction. And also it says slash, but I'm guessing that's this slash that I can't use. So I'm just gonna bolt it. You've had games just not click with you before? I'm starting to feel like this might be one of them, which is unfortunate. Because I hate the idea of not playing a game that's been on the list for a while. And this is definitely really one of them. Because like I said, I don't even remember when this game originally got on the list. I just remember it being on the list. Good team effort. Probably could have done a little less damage to the Iron Man. Might need a better way to screen those things.
Huh?
You and I have science fair to take care of and basketball starting up. And everything done during your planning period, Bailey. Also protecting the city. Also, hold on. Want everyone to turn by the end of the week.
You need something?
And not with AI, Bailey. Wait, why is Bailey Kimball red? Wasn't she yellow not too long ago? Your listed learning objective just said the opposite of learning subjective. We can lose funding for that. We just have Elias's parents donate to the school. That should fix it. My parents aren't really big on the whole public school teacher thing that I have going on. You mean the chosen career we serve the community with? Good live, ladies. Just 5 days to the weekend. Moles don't want to live in the mountain, so let's not make them. So what a good meeting. Not food. You stay here, and if you need your help, if I need your help with magical things, I will return. Not food, it is good witch. Not food. But I came to the break room, not the cafeteria. Is that a fucking laugh track? I'm afraid. Do we need to fight her and her host of ghosts? An army of ghosts was once led by a dragon. I learned a spell to banish it. Quick, do the spell! Mustard on the beat. Calm down. I'm here too. Well, you don't need to know that. Okay, yeah, so I'm not losing my mind. I'm pretty sure this box for the text is supposed to stay a color based upon who's speaking. But it's not. And also, why was Stardust lit up for that? Now she's the right color, but it had not food, and not food brings up a good. It'll be fun. Oh yes, explain puzzles to me. Oh god, binary puzzles, order puzzles, and the vegetables correct. Binary puzzles. Each orb either needs to be a spiral or a star. Each row has an even number of cells. This puzzle will have 6 rows, 6 columns. Each row's equal number of spirals and stars. You can never have 3 spirals or 3 stars next to each other. Project complete. Bridge will be made at the other side and get to the treasure. Oh. Star. Star. This would be a star. Spiral. Star. It's not no more than 3, right? Hold on. So each orb or star, each row has an even number of cells. This puzzle will have 6 rows and 6 columns. Each row has an equal number of spirals and stars. You can have 3 spirals or 3 stars next to each other. Okay, so yeah. So all I would need to do is then... yeah. Spiral. Spiral. Star. I can't erase all of them. I can only erase certain ones. Okay. Okay, so this will need to be a spiral. This will need to be a star. This will need to be a star because this was a spiral and this one was a spiral. That's the only way these ones can be organized. So, because I can't have 3 touching in the same pattern, this has to be a star. This has to be a spiral. This has to be a star. But I can't undo these ones. So... I hate puzzles like this. Alright. This has to be a spiral. This has to be a star. This has to be a star. This has to be a star. So star, star, star. Star. Spiral. Star. I feel like this is not correct, but it's technically correct because you've got 3 that are like right here, but it, or is it just columns and rows and I'm overthinking that? I think I'm just overthinking that. Oop. I think I'm just overthinking it. Okay, yeah. Good, I found a portal to the Shattered Calamity. Great for getting rid of trash. Shattered Calamity is not a waste disposal service. It's a good thing you cannot access it. Yeah, I don't have magic powers capable of doing that. Where the fuck are we? So require an edge to the... no. She ain't doing you. Oh, they told you? Not yet. They would need to loan me some items. Sure, she would enjoy that. Every so often I need to get more items, and I do so by going on little adventures. big or grand, but I do investigate some odd things here and there, and it helps me stay stocked up and help the Valkyries. So go on now. Nothing now, but what the Valkyries have done an adventure for each of them. Come talk to me, and maybe something will pop up. But seriously, where the crap am I? Shiny? It's weird that Stardust always disappears right before something weird happens. Why is the cat showing up? And why are you standing on a couch? No. So it's why do you always sit on my homework? You want me to fail? Yes. Simple answer is yes. Okay, I am in a fucking school. Is that on fire? Or trying to live inside. That's where the energy that crave comes from. Their coffee machine's on fire. I feel like that's a concern, but not for me. Library? Okay, apparently that's where I was. Gym. Can I deflate? No. I go under the basketballs. Okay. If you meow at Stardust, he knows and understands. Your name is Art. Well, you look like a nerd. Why are you... How did you open a door? With difficulty. Have you encountered any incidents with evil? How much time you got? Don't follow to comprehend the concept of time. Explains a lot. You want to hear about it? Sure. What is going on? What?
Oh.
3 to a room. 2-person room. Defensive special star put you in suitcase. Wow. Coach Maple keeps hosting these tournaments so far away we might have to. Cousin said their team is snowed in, so there should be enough rooms if the budget values merit. State awards value merit. The budget. We can always ask for the front desk or a rollaway bed. What part of Siberia does your cousin live in to get snowed in this early in the year? There's a flash blizzard. It only lasted for 20 minutes. Way too early in the year to have a bad weather affect tournament. Good news is that it is the only thing that can keep us from winning.
I'm heading off then.
Okay, I'm hearing their voices every now and then. So to move out, we have a tournament to win. This is definitely a very weird-ass game. Was that a bullet train? Wait, what? That was a bullet train going over what looked like water, and now it's a regular train. Hold on. I'm getting flashbanged by like so many things at one time, and it's pissing me off. Okay, I think I've processed enough. So, we talked to Bailey to play as Bailey, and then it opened up a menu, but gave us no idea or indication as to why it opened the menu. And then it went into talking about a volleyball tournament, I think. And then we got into a train after, you know, calling Tara, you know, small and worthless that we could stick her in a suitcase. And that trains fly in this world. I'm pretty sure that was water. And then it changed from a bullet train into a regular, like, MARTA train. Turn up, be at the hotel by 10. And what's the big rule? Win? That's an expectation. The big rule. Don't get pregnant. Don't be stupid. Atta girl. There we go. Win or lose tomorrow. Proud to play with you all. This is the best team I've been on. Oh, same here. We aren't losing. Oh, my lucky socks. No way we're losing with these bad boys. Picture this. We win tomorrow. Celebrate by hitting the pool like champions. Party sounds amazing. Don't get pregnant. You've never heard that on, like, going on any kind of, like, school field trips anywhere? It's always that, like, don't die and don't get pregnant. Also, who just lets their kids that they're supposed to be chaperoning and taking care of just wander the fuck around? We got a superstar. Imagine running into you at the volleyball tournament your team is registered for. You aren't stalking me, are you? Because I wouldn't mind. I just answered about 5 questions I had. What are you actually doing here? Spreading goodwill and cheer, of course, and selling stuff to people who need goodwill and cheer. Put you down for goodwill or cheer. I think I'm gonna pass. Why is my head going through the fucking... Oh my god, I don't add or subtract from the population. I mean, that's the newer version of it. Hot damn, what is... Vending machine. Someone needs to redo their maps. Coach Maple, wild weather we've been having. Where's the least of my problems? Though it's becoming more and more of an issue. Guess weather gets the last word. For it to be the last word, but it just keeps going. Here your girls are a contender for state this year. It's my strongest roster yet. I've been with the seniors since they were just wee freshmen. Really got the chance to coach the stupid out of them. Team isn't looking so bad either, though. But out of the state rankings, we'll be lucky to make the playoffs. It was easy when it was coaching you and Denise. You girls just aren't the same. Maybe it just wasn't the coach I thought I was. Maybe it just picked up. But the forest will look pretty in the snow. So I guess I'm going to go wander out into the fucking woods while... That was a lightning strike. Something caused that to... You just broke the big rule. Yeah, this is definitely super, like... It's essentially Magical Girl Power Rangers. I guess is the best way to put it. See... / shoot Ember. Well, guess I'm just gonna faint instead. Oh, was it because I chose that thing on accident? Targeting is ass. I'm trying to target the thing behind it, but it doesn't select targets very well. Hold on, maybe if I used... Ow. Never mind. Well, that was bad. Good thing for autosave. Okay, yeah, it's gonna turn that off because that's useless. Alright, let's try this again. Janky. Rip forgot to save. The autosave's there for a reason. Also, I don't know why it decided to play that twice. Alright, let's try this again. Apparently I need to choose Frostbite. I need to move back one. So it should work now. Nope. A ranged attack that can only be used in rank 2 or 3. Drop in from Ember Splash. That's right. Fire damage equals a quarter of your missing health. I'm used in rank 2, 3, or 4. I'm in. Two. Or am I supposed to be in a different spot? Question is shield block. See if this does something. Ow. Okay. I feel like this was not properly thought out. Yeah, this is janky as shit. First east looks good. Oh yeah, so I have to go that way. What's the pathing on this shit? Okay. It also says you auto run back to a safe zone. It's different to 4. Seems I'm doing a game right now where you can't die. I've got no problem in a game where you die or you game over. I have a problem with if the combat isn't fair. Because I like games that have combat where it's like hard and challenging, but fair. You know, it's one of the reasons why I like Dark Souls, and why Dark Souls was so popular. So it wasn't the fact that it was hard, it was fair. It was very unforgiving and difficult, yeah, but it was fair. You got hit. That's because you didn't get the fuck out of the way. Games like that. Part of the reason why I liked Nightmare Arena by Colo Coco, or Ifty. It's, you know, it's just the way it is. But then you get games like this. Like... Yeah, it's still targeting hit first. Maybe if I... Instead of using the mouse, I actually use the keyboard. No, it still doesn't want me to. There's a reason why you can't die. Learn later. Ah! I like that, you know, lore reasons. It's why I said, yeah, no, it only lets me target Frostbite and not the other one. I have to fight Frostbite first. Also, what is with that fucking damage? And I still can't use up. I can't use shoot. I have the astral power for it. It says a ranged attack that can only be used in rank 2, 3, or 4. And originally, I had to be one space behind or away. But apparently that's not right. So what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? I don't think something's off. I think this battle is not very well planned out. Because that is a lot of damage. And I've not seen anything that says or hints at, oh yeah, you can get another party member. I've not seen anything like that. I've not seen anything other than, oh, I can go to a shop to buy stuff at. But I don't have the fucking money to buy shit at. So... Hold on. Time to grind? I don't know. I don't even think I can grind. This is literally the first battle, and I can't go anywhere else. Because I tried going to the hotel, and I was like, oh, I should go over to the forest on the east side first. Where apparently I'm supposed to fight fucking frost buddies. Oh, now I can. But now I can't use slash, which is one of the things that I need to do. Because slash, shoot, ember, flash. So... if I move forward one, slash, I can't shoot. But this is where I need in order to be able to use slash. Unless it's flame slash. But it doesn't say flame slash, it just says slash. Slash, shoot, ember, flash. But now I'm too far away to do Flame Slash. Welcome to die, then. That's one of them gone, but I'm about to die now. Oh no. Yep, there we go. Okay. So I got the idea now. I apparently have to be very specific what abilities I use, and if I don't use them, I lose. That's fucking stupid. At the same time, we can't always get super great perfect games. Alright. Let's do this. Figured it out, I think. BG, this is your fault. Just gotta say that. It's your fault. Also, just fucking opens up with me losing all my goddamn health. Can I do this, then this? No. Wow. And because it's RNG if I go before them or not. BG, I think you're right. We can only scream, "Welcome to die," then. It's unfortunate when a game doesn't click well with the person who's reviewing it, but it's unfortunate more when a game may have potential from like one aspect or another, and it's just unfortunately hampered by its own design. Okay, so Ember Flash into Slash. I think I still die. Oh, no. Okay. I'm gonna go first again, I think. So, this might be enough to kill them. If it doesn't, then, yeah, fuck this game. Yep, fuck this game. Kavonica. I guess I'll gotta think. Fucking shit. Fucking fruit. So fire damage equal to the quarter of your missing health to 2 random foes. Drain front row of 10% of your missing health. Combustion and shield block. The combustion already makes you lose health. Slash doesn't fucking work. Shoot. Can't use it unless I'm in far enough back. Oh, what the fuck? I've had weapons this entire time. Why wasn't these already pre-equipped? You know... you know, I'm not gonna... You know what? Fine. That's on me. I expected basic equipment to already be equipped like it is in every other fucking game that starts you out with it. What are these text sounds? Goodness. Oh, there's so much jank going on, and it's making me upset. Because most games that start you out with basic equipment already, like, available, you already have it equipped. So let's see if this makes a difference. Never mind the fact that it never hinted at the fact that I actually had basic equipment. Better yet, it's a game about being magical girls. Why the fuck do I need to get equipment anyways? My health was not that high. No, my health was higher. No, that's not what I wanted. Damn it. Does transformation cutscene play every time there's a battle? Yes. Your flash into slash. But again, like, her abilities primarily do damage based upon how much health she's missing. Okay, so that did a little bit less damage. Question into shield block. So that takes away some of her health. I give some of it back, just like 1 HP more than what she lost. And that only healed her for 13. And she still dies. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. 351, 143. 351, 143. Has no fucking items. Hit this. 373, 157. Alright. I'm not hitting clear. I'm going up here, hitting this button. Still 357, or 373. 373, 157. Alright. Swear to God. There's a lot wrong with this game. From the scaling, to the UI, to the text boxes not able to stay consistent in color. I'm not liking this UI here. Not just the battles, but the menu as well. There's so much empty space that could be filled. There's also a lot of weird clutter. You'll see in a moment. Alright, so 300, 100. What the fuck happened to my equipment? What happened to my equipment? What happened to my 73 health and 57 MP that I had? Or does this form of her have a different set of equipment that I need to equip? And if so, how the fuck do I equip it? I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. It doesn't explain any... Okay, I've complained about other games, like, being super tutorial heavy. But I've also, complained about games not really having any tutorials. what was it? Only drains for 10% of the missing health, even though it makes you lose 10% in order to use the fucking ability, and then can't use that because you need to slash, but you need to be closer to use slash, and you have to be this far back to do shoot. So that's fucking useless. Can't do this because we're too far back, but this would be the most damaging. And also, as I mentioned with the UI, also see there's the debuffs, buffs, things going over her head, but it says 0 for one, so why are they still there? And then there's, you know, the rest over here. What the fuck's going on? Everything about this game sucks. There is a very, very short list of games that I have not finished because they were unfun. And as how short of a list, you ask? Very short. In the essence of, there's only been 2 other games. The first being Azurine Heart. As I mentioned when I was playing Azurine Heart, I liked a lot of the concept about the game, but unfortunately the controls were such ass that it was no fun to play. Yes, I'm trying to find a new game now. Azurine Heart was just no fun to play, unfortunately, due to how bad the controls were and how other parts of the jank was. And, you know, the whole thing of people deciding, oh, I'm going to make an action RPG in an engine that is not designed for action RPGs. So, you know, the other one also would be Chronicles of Eldoria, another game that was ass. So, you know, there's that. I mean, deep breaths in, deep breath in, deep breath out. Hey, Plexi, thank you for the hydrate. I actually wish you could see ratings on itch like you can with Steam, because how does this game have 5 stars? I wonder that sometimes. And here's the thing, if I was supposed to go and do something else first, before selecting her to start with, that needs to be made mandatory. As in, I can't go and start her quest until I do someone else's quest. Because it could be a simple fact of, like, oh, hey, I'm not actually, I do actually need to grind up. But, at that point, I'm technically soft-locked into that, because I can't proceed, because I'm probably underpowered or something. But I can't go back, because there's no option to. So, I gotta say. Oh, hey, there was an update for Moonfell, Tides of Aether. Moogle, you son of a bitch, you did it again. But as far as, like... Hold on, let me see if I still have it installed. I don't, but I can get it installed pretty quickly. It's not a terribly huge game. Gotta dip in and out today, because my schedule is a bit all over the place. Plexi, your schedule's all over the place because you live in the wrong time zone. I say that with lots of love. and a great appreciance for you. Because I do appreciate you and many others. Alright, so... give me a second. Let me find it. Here we go. So, DK-tainment. This is also one of the long-form games that I played. I've had grievances about the game and so on and so forth. Let's see if I can remember the goddamn controls. Roller Coaster Traveler. Oh, I can't use that here. Let me see if I can get in a fight. Because I've had grievances about this game for like various things and so on.
Not more than one training session.
Yeah. Oh. It's an ad break. Alright, I'm going to stop for those of you who do not have subscriptions. But, pretty much, this is probably what Valkyrie Star Ultima is going for. This kind of UI layout and so on. And there's a reason why I say that. But like I said, we give the non-subscriber folks a moment. People who are watching in the current and not in the future. Alright, it says ad break is over. Everyone should be back from ads. Everyone back from ads? Everyone good? Thumbs up in chat. I don't know how... I do know one game you'd last less than that one. Herald versus the RPG. Oh, great. I was watching Kurinus play that last night. Oh, no. I've gotten a number of jank games suggested to me. And some of them are, like, purely like, oh yeah, this was made for laughs. You know, I get that. If you tell me it's made for laughs, I'm much better and kinder to your game. Anyways, this is what it should look like. Look how everything back there fades down on the bottom. Everything down here. Can you see my mouse? You can't. Okay. Everything down at the bottom fades, as far as those. This comes in, and it becomes a solid block of, hey, this is the combinations. Sure, I can't go back, I can't change, I can't stop myself. I can only go forward and select things. And there's a lot of visual noise when it comes to this, but, you know, that's fine. And then, as far as, like, combos, of course you got them here, where you got all these different ones, and so on. So, let's go with, this one. So, forward, up, back. Very simple, very straightforward. We're gonna do this one. Forward, up, back. Ah, shit, I can't, because he's out of LP, which is essentially the, you know, the TP points needed. What about you? I just need 4 chain and some lane. I got plenty for that. So, down, back, forward. Go for the big guy. Down, back, forward.
A true alpha protects pack.
That's what they were probably trying to go for. Universal RPG is my joke game I made for a game jam. I joked it deserved -1 stars. Oh wow. There's just less empty space. There is. I think the way it is right now, because of the black box around there, is actually more something I did. But I don't care about that. And also there's like, you could, you know, swap them out for like other group members, so that way you can constantly like change people in and out. There's, you know, different things. Each one has their own special element and their own, you know, kind of attack patterns and so on. All of that. This is probably the system and so on that, you know, Valkyrie Star Ultima was trying to go for. However, unfortunately, they did a oopsies. What was it? Down, up? Down, up. Down, up. Oh god. It's so long since I played. Trying to remember how everything went. Let's see. Heavy damage to 4 enemies. LP. LB back forward. LB back forward.
Let's end this.
Breath symbol. We gotta do it this time.
Sometimes you need to fight evil with violence.
Oh, dang it. This. Up, down. No. Up, forward, up. Oh well. Anyways.
They had no chance from the start.
Yes, Jaskia. We understand. You're arrogant. At least you're not as bad as me, even just being horny. Anyways. I think that is kind of what Valkyrie Star was trying to go for. But they also wanted to add more into it where you've got the different rows. So that way you could like hop between the different rows. But again, came the problem of not clear tutorializing how the combat actually is supposed to go, combined with not clear as to if there was something I was supposed to do before choosing that particular one. And if it all relies on me to play all the other games, why was this one thrown in? And even then, you should still always, even if it is a direct sequel, you should always treat it as if it's the game that people are first jumping into, and you give them the option to do combat tutorials if they didn't play the first one, or make them go through it as if they didn't play the first ones. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how game design works! Alright. I'm okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm a little mad. I'm not mad. I'm okay. We're doing good. This is how it should be. Not Valkyrie Star Ultima. Hey, Olivia! How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. I'm just ranting a little bit because the game we were originally playing, Valkyrie Star Ultima, if you were lurking for it, it had some quirks. And I got distracted by like, ooh, pretty lady. And you know what, I'll be fine. You know, I'll admit, I know what I'm about. And being like, Ian, you got distracted and suckered in by pretty lady. Yeah, that's fine. I get that. I'll take that loss. But then the little quirks were like, no, this is just straight up janky. And then the jank started to really show. Well enough, mentally preparing for competitive gaming. Ooh, oh boy, they were bouncy quirks. Look, I got distracted. Again, I know what I'm about. Long-legged bouncy quirks. Can't blame me at all. Again, I know what I'm about. That's what they all say. Look, I'm a simple man. I know what I like. And what I like, I like. You know, you can't fault me for being a simple man. Alright? I'm a guy. I'm a dude. I like the feminine presenting. Okay? You can't blame me for that, right? I'm not, you know, being disrespectful with my looks. I am looking respectfully. Alright? Alright. Man sees shiny, man get distracted. End of story. Yeah. Because again, like, the itch page. Let's see if it will let me pull it up. Oh. I just killed the music. Were you there when the day that the music died? And there we go. So music's back. My dashboard disappeared because I touched the wrong thing. Cool beans, Ian. You're doing great. Alright. Hold on. So here we go. So back to the normal stream, and then we're going to this one. There we go. So yeah, this is like obviously, you know, the page. Again, I don't know when the game got. You see ads in the corner? I don't know. I think that, oh wait, no, I know what you're experiencing. That's something that Twitch is doing. I have no control over that. Twitch is trying out new ad ways of doing things. But yeah, so anyways, I don't remember when Valkyrie Star Ultima got thrown into the list. I'm pretty sure it was back when I was doing the random roulette wheels of, you know, oh hey, yeah, I'll play it for stream and so on. And yeah, so as you mentioned, Kevonica, the HPlay lets you play the browser version of the game, and that's the only good thing about it, because there ain't much shit else going on. But yeah, I scrolled through it a little bit, made sure that like it's not having any like not safe for work stuff or anything like that, and you know, I gave it a try, and I thought, why not? Because Spirit Corgi has had these other games up here. So, maybe, this one would be okay. Never mind the fact that apparently this one does have a whole bunch of, like, just missing plot. Or it builds off of a lot of plot from the other ones, but it doesn't tell you that. And, yeah. Now, that being said, one of these games, Valkyrie Star Cacophony of Choir, is actually already on Steam. Boop. Here we go. It's already on Steam. It's been on Steam since March 18th, 2025. There's currently no reviews, and it's for $8. Now, this is not the game that I was just trying to play. It's a prequel? Earlier in the series? I don't know. Because it doesn't really make sense. Because it's like, where 4 seasoned magical girls, now teachers, must juggle their everyday lives, duties, battle. Versus, let's see. Here we go. 10 years ago, 4 high school-aged girls took up swords and donned winged mantles. So now they struggle with the plan. Yeah. It's the same plot outline, pretty much, just in different words, but it's pretty much the exact same plot outline. So I'm like, the fuck? Yeah, the best of the vulnerable world, and then they grew up. Hold on, I'm going to pause that for a second. So I can come over here, pause this, pause the music, go back here, but turn this on first. Oh, there's no music. There's no sound to it. Because I'm pretty sure I have sound set for Steam. Oh yeah, Steam's got sound. Oh, there we go. what? I don't like this. I don't like it at all. And this is why, in most cases, as I mentioned on a previous stream, I do actually two rounds of verification. I didn't do it for this one because, like I said, the game had been on my list for a long time, and I don't remember as to fucking when it got there. But it's pretty much just the whole fucking okay, after detective evil, it's got a couple of bits about it, replayability. Supposed to have actually stuff. Okay. Just how we're doing for this, Jay. You're not wrong. The foreground busts are so blurry. It's hey Moogle. By the way, thank you for updating your game again. Fucking putting more work on my shoulders, Moogle. How dare you? Where are you? Where are you, Moogle? There you are. There you are. Think you can hide from me, you son of a bitch? Appreciate you. Anyways, here we go. Mom, can we get the way madness? This way madness lies. That's how. Oh no! Yeah. I thought it was just because it was on my phone. No, it's bad. So here, let me open the game back up for you, so that way you can see, now that you're on your computer, BG, now you can see on your computer why it's so fucking bad. So this is normal. This is what I, put it up to full screen, or just like maximize it. So if I go here, auto battle start. Ha. Now, so we're going to start from the beginning, because why not? So that way you could see. Oh, you saw something before? Wait, no. Moogle's here now. Moogle. If you do any of this shit, I'm disowning you. So we have the cat. I don't care about the cat. So these ones are fine, because look, they're like actually fully out. They're looking normal. And as I say normal, I have this weird thing going on in the back of my fucking brain now, because of that commercial, or that trailer for the other one, that now I have all sorts of concerns that I think I'm right about. But I'm going to have to check the footage. I'm going to have to roll the footage back, chat. I was going to say, you could play, hey, me and my besties game for a bit, but it's probably still in the verification process. Yeah, unfortunately it is. Okay, fucking crisp outlines on the animation. Cool beans. And then she's smushed. She's smushed. It's like they put her through a string bean thing, and top of her head's cut off here. Never mind the fact that all of this is too fucking dark. But then again, where is she in the other one? Where is she in the other one? In the opening, she was looking hot. But in this, she looks smushed. Like someone put her through a string bean thingy. It stretched her out. The scaling's awful. These have probably balanced this game for themselves, forgot to balance for the rest of the world. That probably also happened because, as I've mentioned, like in many other games and other times I've played anything, or even in like in any of the chats that I sometimes appear in when my social anxiety is not killing me, you will know your game way better than anyone else. You will know the ins and outs of your game way better than any one of your players. Your players might find ways that you didn't think of, but you will always know the best way. Ugh. Taking a page from Final Fantasy X. Oh, ads are back. God damn it. Twitch, why aren't you telling me when the ads are coming back? Wait, no, hold on. I can fix this. Hold on. Hold on. There's one. There's two. Stop moving, chat. There's the other. There we go. That's $18. Yeah. Because I like giving out subscriptions every now and then when I can. So that way, one, you guys don't have to pay me. And I like that. Because again, I don't want you to pay me. Amazon, Twitch, whatever pays me as is. You know, the pennies I get for every stream. It's good enough. But I like for regulars in the stream to not have to deal with ads. So, fun times. There. Now you guys don't have to deal with ads for like a month. So let me scroll back up. Taking a page from Final Fantasy X to start my game. If you use the character right or get weakness, it's one shot early on. Then it gets harder from there. Huh. But you should know how your assets are supposed to look. Yes. Wait, that's illegal. How is that illegal? How's what illegal, F-Zero? I am merely paying Twitch to give you guys gifted subs. You're about to use your Prime sub. Ah, that's a shame, F-Zero. Also, I'd like to point out, and now I realize what pisses me off, or what's been bothering me. See her art style. That one, that art style. I want you to compare this art style. He keeps flashing and then disappearing. But look at how clean and smooth everything about this is. But then look at this. Look at the stylization. Look at the colors. Look at everything about it. These were made either by two completely different artists using two completely different styles, or someone's using some bullshit. Why are the buttons so bright while the text is white? The color theory is non-existent here. Why are the buttons here anyway? Oh no, you got me. You got no idea, Kev, because later on, because the color of the chat box is supposed to represent who's talking, but that stays inconsistent later on, to where the color of the chat box constantly fucks up who's talking because there's too many people going on at one time. Because it came with a VS plugin. It looks like they threw every VS plugin because they could. It's not the issue here. People did the same thing in MV. Forgot to set anything. Okay, I'm going to see if I can skip through this. So he's supposed to be orange. She's supposed to be like this bluish color. You know, it stays consistent with the two of these because it's just two of them. And asset scaling, fucking terrible. The cat is this yellowish color. Yellowish orange. Whatever. And again, look, squished. Fucking squished. I was lied to. I was lied to about there being pretty ladies. And then, look at this JPEG looking motherfucker. Perfectly normal looking cat. Drawn. Looked like it was... Honestly, I think this looks like a fucking Digimon. Is this a Digimon? I feel like this radish carrot Mandragon egg thing is a Digimon. A snip from another pic. Oh, it absolutely was.
Ugh.
Okay, so now she's that color. Health code violation, Valkyries. So now the cat's name is health code violation. Ugh. And it has the same color as her when it comes to the chat. Now it's a little darker. Huh? Saki's pink.
Huh?
Bailey's red. That one now is also the same color as Stardust.
Yeah, sure.
Oh god, that's right. I'm gonna have to go through the stupid battle scenes for the quote-unquote tutorials that aren't really good tutorials. And yes, remember, Kev, this plays at the beginning of every fucking battle, which I'd like to point out will get annoying. So the two of them, similar colors. She's red still. Look at that. Nothing I click makes it go forward until I hit confirm. You gotta use the keyboard. Gotta use the keyboard. So they want me to move back one. I wanted that to be very important. They wanted me to move back one to blast. This is rank 2. I'd like to point out in that fight that I was having a problem with, the creature I was facing was right there as well, in that same spot. But I can use blast here. When I couldn't, I had to be back here. Story of my life, Google. See, another I played with that was a magical game that lets you skip animation transformation. Can't even skip it. No, you can't. It's a row system. It's probably that grid battle system. Hold on. While I'm griping about this, the background. There's another one that does it way better. It does it so much better. Really? Where'd it go? I know I re-downloaded it. Apparently I didn't. I'll just have to fix that then. Alright, so. Red, yellow, pink. Move. Inferno Barrage. I don't know if there was something else I was supposed to do. I wasn't paying attention. Doesn't matter anymore.
Huh?
Red. Blue. Denise is blue. Stardust is this yellow. Denise, blue.
Yeah, I guess.
how slow this shit moves. It's also part of the frustration. Yeah, can't skip it. Gotta play through the whole thing. It's Sailor Moon. It's Power Rangers meets Sailor Moon. With a record skip, because why not? Yellow, 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 blue. And it's up one. So it's it's supposed to be teaching them about their abilities. So move. Back one. Combo list. Slash Lucian Finesse. But I can't use slash. So back blast blast. Oh, I wish I could skip these battles. Ah, good. It finally finished downloading. Alright. So, as far as the game that does it better. Oh, I can't mute the damn thing. Hold on. I said silence. There we go. Alright, so we're going to switch back over to Steam to look at Scarlet Record. This game is what I was talking about. This game does it better. Because it actually has, like, you know, a nice little premise thing. Not a premise. It uses the basic RTP that comes with RPG Maker, but it adds a filter over it to give the tiles and everything a bit of a decent look. But this game also uses the grid system. But at the same time, and I mentioned this when I played the demo, which is like 6 hours long, by the way. Oh yeah, the filter is definitely weird, but at the same time, as mentioned, the game can sell on its combat alone. This game was so fucking fun to play as a 6-hour demo. Alright, this is how you use a grid system. And I would highly suggest you guys give Scarlet Demo a try. Because, yeah, I can understand, like, not liking this filter that they have on this video. But at the same time... Oh... Sorry, I was pointing at something I didn't mean to. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Anyways. But yeah. So, this game ain't doing it right. And then... Oh yeah, it's hers. We don't care about hers. Delicious. Finally some good freaking food. Oh, you have no idea. Because I make my jokes. But I know what I'm about, alright? I know what I'm about. You can't say, you know, oh, Ian, you're not about that. And he's like, no, no, no. You don't get to say that. I know what I'm about. Alright? That music. Oh, that's right. It fucks up on the scaling when you first launch after not having it open for so frickin' long. So you kind of have to go in here, turn off or turn on full screen in order to get it to scale properly. And then I can scale it this way. But yeah, this game is interesting. So yeah, like I said, it's like a 6-hour demo. I'll just go exit. See if I can get into a combat. Oh shit. Terra Verde. Also does it means Earth green. Terra's Earth. Verde is green. I don't know what Erd is. I think tree. Monster. Ah. Chat's frozen on the screen. Ah, shoot. What? I think that's just you. Yeah, I think that's just you. Looks fine on my side. Hey, Tron. I'm sorry, I didn't even notice you came in. I was too busy ranting about things. Alright, so, here's the grid system. At the beginning of every combat in this game, you get to move your characters around a little bit. And the positioning is pretty important. But look at this. I could do that at the beginning. And I could move Hazel around however I want. And there's no limit. So, I'm going to start with this because, you know, enemy moves first. To battle. And there's abilities and attacks that make you reposition. And ones that make your enemies reposition. But again, and here's the thing. I start on Ruby. That's fine. I don't want to use Ruby just yet. I'm just going to push right. And look, I'm now Hazel. I'm going to push right, and now I'm Beryl. I could switch between them all as much as I want until I use my abilities. So let's see. I'm going to have you move back one. Attack. No. No. Scarlet Seal. And let's see. Skill. It's Proximity Shell. Shell Jockey. Damn it, I was hoping that would force them back. Beryl, you do not need to be there. You are a small child, and you will die if you do not move. And then Ruby, you're going to come back and skill Uplift. And then we're going to go back to Beryl. And we're not going to do those. We're going to do Bubble Blossom. Beryl's out of... Oh no, Beryl's still got something left. So I'm going to have her move again. And that's going to be it for her. Unless I want to do this. Oh, you see it texted. No, OBS is not capturing things right. Hold on, everybody. No, it's not working because it stops when I click back in. Ah. I'm gonna have to go back and yeah. I'm sorry. It looked fine for me on my end, from what I have to monitor everything. So I wonder if it will launch properly now. No, wow. Off. There we go. Yeah, I had to reset the way that OBS was capturing it. Apparently OBS didn't want to capture it properly when it was in full screen. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. Wish I noticed that sooner. Like I said, on my side, it looked like it was capturing properly. But then I looked over, and OBS was not capturing it properly. Wonder how they made the filter over it. I'm not entirely sure. I know Moogle's not a big fan of the filter, but at the same time, I kind of am. So, I'm going to actually move you back one. I'm going to move you here. To battle. Get ready. Ow. Alright. So, I'm going to start with you. You're going to bubble wrap. Followed by bouncy bubble. And then charge. Time for the best skill in the game, Shell Jockey. Shell Jockey! Did I point out, Hazel has a gun lance from Monster Hunter. That's what she has. Time to burst. Now she needs to... Oh no, she can... Full reload. But yeah, this is how the grid system should be used. Can't move, so I'm gonna wait. Wait. When she waits, she gives shielded a small heal. Wait. What's also cool about this is you see the breaks in the boss's health. That is when it will unleash a different special attack or change its tactics based upon how much health it's lost. Which again, is cool. And as I mentioned, this game can be sold on its combat alone with how well and smooth it moves. Like even this menu here, just like going between the different things. All of this is buttery smooth, and it snaps so well. Bubble shot. Oh, that's right, your normal shot sucks. She's primarily good at healing and buffing, and that's about it. Oh. You're gonna wait. And then... oh, still have cooldown on that. Move up one. Attack A. Skill. Bunker Buster! Ruby can move much farther and quicker. Move everyone up one. Burst. But yeah. This is what something closer as to what should be done with the grid system. I don't know fully what that other game was trying to accomplish with theirs, but a grid system in RPG Maker can be done well if you know what you're doing. And like I said, Hazel didn't get hurt. Even switched places. Still cooldown of that, so I'm just going to skill. Oh, I can't. Alright, now he's going to change his tactics. Just going to do charge shelling. The thing is, those spots also act as like damage caps, so when you hit them, you are capped at that damage. Then it will go to the next phase, and then you can start damaging it again. But when it goes over, it's instant, because see, my turn didn't end. I still have turns, I still have movement and such. Let's go with burst. But yeah, there's a lot of good games that we have played here on this stream. A lot of ones that we probably will never play something like again. I'm not going to say we're never going to play this game again because, you know, blah, 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 blah. What I'm saying is that we have played so many good games that were made in RPG Maker. Games that you wouldn't expect to have been made in an engine like RPG Maker. Yet here we are, with some of these games that are beyond what many would expect, beyond what many would think would be possible. Again, Scarlet Record is... oh, you can still hear it in the background. Just gonna reset that so that way it goes back to that main menu music, which is also really good. Scarlet Record is a good example of a game that uses the whole grid system and the whole way that it does tactical battles on it. And again, that could be the whole selling point of the game. It would sell on that merit alone, I believe. Never mind the fact that it's also magical girls, one of which was wielding a fucking big shield and gun lance from Monster Hunter. You know, and then, you know, Ruby, the Scarlet, you know, scribe herself with lovely thighs and all that jazz. You know, never mind all of that. Alright. There's other games out there that I've seen try and use the whole grid combat. Oh god, that's louder than I expected. Boop. Tried using the whole grid combat thing and not do it very well. But I believe that if Valkyrie Star Ultima was done right, it could be good. But I believe it was Harlequin that once said, he probably got it from somewhere else, the worst you could ever say about a game is that it has potential. Everything has potential. A brick has the potential to go careening through a window if you throw it hard enough. But it's that effort that you put into that potential that changes it into something worth playing. So I'm going to try and stop saying, oh, it has potential. I'm going to try and stop saying that because it's the effort that you put in. There is so many good games that we have played here. Moonfell Tides of Aether is a good demo for a game that I'm excited about. Scarlet Record is a good demo for a game I'm excited about. Meta Revelations, Armor of the Abyss, Silver Days, which launches officially next month, Relics of Aurelia, Thrall, Biosynthetica, all of these are good demos for what is to come. And I am excited about each of these. Then we have some that are just good. They're really good games that are complete. You can like go pick up, play today. Like, you know, Moogle's other game, because, you know, son of a bitch, Moogle did it again with Soul Survivor, Trials of the Goddess. Shadow Seeker, which is one of the few action RPGs made in RPG Maker that's actually not bad. It still needs work on controls, which is the biggest issue with action RPGs and a lot of RPG Maker games, is that the controls are ass. But it still does it well enough to, for the most part, you will be fine. Beloved Rapture was phenomenal. I will fight anyone who says otherwise, because it was a really good game, especially if you are essentially a fan of RPGs. Virgo versus the Zodiac is a great example of a game that many people weren't even aware was made in RPG Maker, but it did so fucking well, and it did its combat so cleanly. Ark's Wonder Dungeon is also a really good roguelite game that, even though it has like MS Paint drawings for arts, it's still really good because it adds to the zaniness of it. Leyline Chronicles is also a really good game. There are some rough spots in it, sure, but it's still a really good game. The Starshift games, they could deal with a little bit more work on them, in my opinion, but they are still good games. Nightmare Arena, and I know Harlequin, if Harlequin hears that, he's gonna be like, oh, he's talking about Jank Marina, same as if, you know, D7 was here. And I admit, Nightmare Arena does have its faults, but it's still a good game, because if it is polished just a smidge more, it would be perfect. It needs more content, it needs a little bit more in it, but for the most part, it just needs some minor optimizations, and it's perfect, because it's that mentality of move or get hit. The UI needs work. Yeah, a little more than just the UI. But yeah, and then there's, you know, games that I feel like are aspiring. They are aspiring because of either length or because of multiple faults in it, but they're not terrible. Like, they're on the cusp of a 4 out of 5 in my scalings. Such as Tower Song. Tower Song is a good of that. They're aspiring because they're not perfect. They have a lot of things they do right. Mechanically speaking, Tower Song was good, but it lacked certain spots because it felt like they were half steps and not full measures to what you would want or expect from that kind of game. Pinnacle of the Five Kingdoms was also one of those, because there was a lot of good stuff about Pinnacle of the Five Kingdoms, but unfortunately, visually, it was painful for me to look at, and it made me not want to play because it was visually painful for me to look at. Aether Chromatica, which was one of the first games that I played on stream when I first started doing this. Aether Chromatica used basic RTP and a lot, but because of story it was telling and a few other things, I ranked it as something that I was aspiring. It was a good rough. Still, honestly, if I recall correctly, the guy is recently going back to start working on it again. Yeah, so I hope he actually does. Auroris, fucking word hard to say. Ororis. It's like people hate my dyslexia and my speech impediment. That game. I've gone back and started playing it again, just in my spare time, and like doing bug catching for Levexis. But still, I see it as an aspiring game. It has a lot in it that makes it good, makes it passable, but it still needs a lot of work to be better than what it is because it's running into too much. Dungeon Rummage games, Harlequin's 2 games that he's put out of Survival and Tiki's Escape. My biggest complaint about those games is they're not long enough. They're 2 hours. One is a survival where you essentially just kind of laze about, turning off your brain, going around gathering stuff, fighting monsters to build better stuff, to gather more stuff. On paper, it's perfectly fine, but it lacks in the length department. Same with Tiki's Escape. It just lacks in the length department. And there's bits of lore that are hinted at, but not really given to you well enough. And then there's the ones at the bottom of the list. The games that I mentioned that they rub me the wrong way, or they just... Yeah, you should just avoid. Unfortunately, Twelve is one of them, and it's one of the games that I didn't fully finish playing. I think I'm going to put out 2 hours into it, because the main problem with it is, again, it's an action RPG, which is... Oh, nope, I didn't want to start playing it just yet. I wanted to... Hold on a second. Stop you. Go back to the normal stream. This game. So it's another action RPG. And the problem I have with action RPGs is primarily the controls with them. A lot of them, unfortunately, suck. There is a lot in this game that looks good. Like, it looks like it would be fun. But the problem is just there's a bit of a lack of direction, and because of the less than stellar controls, it's just not as fun as it could be. And then, because, like I said, that one is very similar to Azurine Heart, which has the same problems, there's this one. This slop-ass game. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the actual trailer for it, by the way. I don't think you guys quite got that. So hold on. Let's start it again. Battle enemies with the press turn battle system. Complete quests. Containing games with AI slop in it. Oh, more than you could possibly imagine when it comes to this one. Learn skills. I don't know who... Oh, before Monster Fusion, that thing that was broken when I played it. I want you to also note that the music that constantly changes the background. How it stops fully. And then it goes back to this. Also, how did Rootbind put them to sleep? Your adventure starts today. Wishlist and play the demo. It looks so bad. Why is the trailer in Comic Sans? Why does everything look so dull and boring? Why does it take so long to transition? Why are the controls on the side of like how Skyward Sword did it? Oh, Kavonica, you poor, sweet, innocent child. You have no fucking idea. You have no idea how angry this shit makes me. You have no idea, because I made the mistake, the fucking mistake, to go and play this game early on in my career of doing this. Very early on. How early on? It was like game number 3 or 4 of me doing this shit. You know how bad it was? It was so bad, it is literally the only 1 out of 5 that I have ever handed out. Ever. And that's because I originally gave it a much longer try, and I even gave it a second try when the developer reached out to me and asked me to give it another go. You could find the whole thing down in the reviews of the Discord, but essentially this game pissed me off because when I originally downloaded it, it was free. And then it became, early access, and they put a price tag of $4 on it. $4 for that. And all they really did was take out the AI voices that was originally in it. They didn't fix any of the plot problems or anything else, really. Not unless I raised enough of a stink about it to them. But then, and remember the thing I said about how they made it $4? After my second review of it, where I went back through and gave it another try, and I still was like, no, it's still a 1 out of 5. It's now $10. I was point out, what the fuck is this thing? This blue little fucker. He's not in the game as far as I'm aware, at least of the versions that I played. And again, I would like to point out the view glass thing that they're using right here, which allows you to know the weaknesses of a monster. If you used it on the last monster that was alive, or used it as your last turn for your party, the game crashed. And let's see if they mention. Oh, they don't. Do they mention it anywhere? That there is so much fucking AI through this whole thing? No, I don't think they do. They don't. They don't mention the abhorrent amount of AI that is through this whole fucking thing. Part of me feels petty to reach out to Steam and just, kind of like give them a good poke about that. But you know what? I'm not gonna. Because that would be beneath me. So, to this game, I give it the good old-fashioned one-finger salute. That's what it gets from me. The 1 out of 5 it deserves. Because it will forever have pissed me off. So, yeah. Never mind all the broken English throughout the whole thing, the terrible tiling, the fucking terrible way they've laid everything out. And there's even tiles that switch between scenes because why the fuck not? My blood pressure's up. But then at the same time, that's good for me. So. Oh. The girlfriend has gotten off work. I hope she's having a good day. But yeah. Chronicles of Eldoria is fucking awful. I wonder if they took it off of... No, it's still over on itch, where I originally played it. Oh, wow. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible that exists. I'm trying to point out, a lot of their stuff anyways, on their itch page, if you go to it, it's very apparent that they use a lot of AI in everything. And also, I like to point out, they don't really disclose it, but a lot of their shit is AI slop. And that's the part of my grievances against them. Because it's just bad. It's all just bad. But don't worry. They made change state duration plugins for RPG Maker MV for $10. So for $10, you can have a change state duration plugin for RPG Maker MV. Which I like to point out, there are much better ones out there, and also I would not trust these guys for theirs. Oh wow, I'd forgotten about this. He justified charging $10 for it. Because it's like $10 is no longer money in 2025. Oh yeah, you know, fuck off with your shit. I'm getting my blood pressure up for nothing. I'm gonna put on the calming music. Put on the calming music, chat. Oh. So is anyone else excited about Silk Song? Because I've never actually played any of the Hollow Knight games. Maybe I should do that. I don't know. Oh. Valkyrie Star Ultima, you have started a miniature rant of angriness, and I blame you. And your goth chick, Camille Hart, is not going to, you know, sway me otherwise. I don't care how much I like goth women. I'm going to toss you right in the trash where you belong. It reminds me of this plugin that I was going to use. Turns out the creator made all his plugins using AI, and only found out because he put an AI-generated image on his banner for one of the other plugins. He lost a purchase that day. Yeah, I mean, I get people that use AI for things. I do. I still hate AI on a personal and professional level. For a variety of reasons. I work with AI every day. Unfortunately, it's part of my job. But, that being said, I wanted to just be like very clear with this. AI is a tool that is meant to help you refine what you are doing. If you're using it to improve a skill and you're actually putting forward the effort and working on it, that is okay. If you're using it to supplement a fraction of something that you need, that is fine. So long as you're not using it to fully replace something that you need. Say you need art assets. And so you're using AI to generate a, you know, some sort of image that inspires you. Kind of like a rough idea as to what you want the person to look like. And then you take that rough idea and you put it through hours and hours of fucking sketching and work to make it look exactly like we want. That's fine. If you're going and using AI to make AI art instead of hiring an artist, fuck you. Simple as that. if you're using AI to write the code for your game, why are you adding that much workload onto something? Because, again, AI is not very good at it. I want to point that out. It's gotten better than it used to be, but it's actually still pretty bad at writing, code. Especially for Java or for the older RPG Maker scripts of Ruby. So, yeah. And, of course, if you're using AI for, say, writing your dialogue, how about don't? How about just don't do that? Because AI does weird shit with its writing. It likes adding dashes and commas in weird places. And, oh yeah, it all sounds the fucking same. Soulless. So yeah, instead, get good, or find ways of working with, other members of the game-making community to essentially make something together, or work out a deal. I know a number of artists who would work with you, either on a payment plan, or something else, in order to, essentially get the art that you need. There are some that won't, and honestly, I don't blame them, because they've been burned before. So yeah. Key point, work with your fucking community. Don't be stingy assholes. AI's for losers. Remember when we used to have commercials for like, don't do drugs, drugs are for losers. Well, now it's AI. Don't do AI. AI is for losers. So who should we go bully? I feel like we need to go bully somebody. Who's streaming that I know? Who's streaming that I know? Hold on. Aw. No one else is streaming. Hold on. Let me go check the... filter by category. RPG Maker. Anyone over there? Critical Strokes. I don't know them. Because I don't know them, I am not going to raid them. Huh. Most of the people that I would trust with you guys aren't streaming right now. What's with that? Where the fuck is everybody? Where's Annoyed? Where's Kuro? Where's Tron? Where's Patter? Are they all in sleep? I think that's what they're all at. Alright. Well, ladies, gentlemen, and you wonderful technicolor rainbow of individuals in between and outside of that spectrum, I was going to leave you in the capable hands of somebody else. Unfortunately, that is not happening. So, instead, I have to say, F-Zero, you go that way. Oh, nope, go that way. Stop resisting. Parmless, go that way. See, Parmless got it. Go that way. Olivia, you're not streaming. Good luck with your ranked matches. Kavanica, good luck. Parmless, go away. Nope. I can't throw you guys fast enough. Tron! Ah. Dang it. I need to put like a jar I can stick you guys in. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta... Here we go. Woo! Oh, dang. How far can I... Ah. It doesn't launch you guys very far. Alright, have a bomb instead. Anyways. Ladies, gentlemen, you wonderful technicolor rainbow of individuals in between and outside of that spectrum, as always, I greatly appreciate every single one of you. I really do. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I appreciate you listening to me rant and rave about the terrible, terrible things that exist within our community of RPG Maker games and indie devs and solo devs and so on, as well as just finding games that are sometimes very, very bad, but also at the same time sometimes really, really good. As always, I hope that I find a game similar to like Beloved Rapture or Scarmonde, where I lose track of time playing, and I become like so enamored with it that I'm like, oh shit, I've been going over like way longer than I originally intended. But unfortunately, that didn't happen tonight, and that's unfortunate. So, what would technically be next? Where's my list? Where's my list? There it is. So, we want to see the Valkyrie Star Ultima review. Well, I wasn't planning it on being part of the Mega review. But yeah, I guess it's going to go in the section of the Mega review. Because at the moment, the Mega review has a few different sections. There's the Great but Incomplete. These are essentially demos that are out. It has the Good, which are games that essentially reached over a certain point on the scale that I have. I believe everything in there has to be at least a 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, everything has to be a 4.5 out of 5 to be under the Good. Yeah, over 4.5 out of 5 to be considered part of the Good. The Aspiring, it must be between 3.5 and 4.5. So, falls into there. And then the Dishonorable Mentions, which is, well now, it's going to be Chronicles of Eldoria, 12, Azarine Heart, and now Valkyrie Star Ultima. Golly, I'm going to have a lot of work ahead of myself. I'm still recording some of this stuff because the Mega review isn't going to be just like me, you know, full raw dog speaking off the cuff about each of the games as I go through. I'm actually going to be like creating a video piece for each where I'm going to go through, I'm going to show a trailer of the game, speak about the game, and then go on to the next game. I've even developed a bit of a stinger, as it's called, a transition scene between the two. So that way, like, play a trailer, I'll talk over the trailer, plays a new stinger, next trailer, or for the next game, so on and so forth. But I'm essentially going to be doing a video file for each category, so that way I can play one after another, and I don't have to worry about one giant file. And also that way, in case I want to stop between categories to talk, I can. So, I have a lot to get to work on in regards to that. I'm still missing a couple of trailers, and I've reached out to the people who had them. Some of them hope to be done soon. Let me see real quick. Oh. Update that, but can't show for stream or... Bug him since he's messaged me like 2 hours ago now. Whoopsies. But yeah, so I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing 4. One will hope to have it to me by next week. I have to work on one for another. And then... what did he say that his was at? Oh no! So 2 of them will have theirs to be by next week. So when I have those, I'll just be missing 2 reviews. Or 2 trailers. So yeah. Cool beans. Awesome sauce. I'm gonna go make a sandwich or something. I don't know. all of you, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. I look forward to you. And at the moment, if everything works out right, the Mega Review will be in early to mid September, so essentially in a couple of weeks. But we'll see. But yeah. Laters, everybody.